This is a video tutorial of the JAMS toolbar utilizing the Auto MedRec with Essentris for inpatient documentation. So as you notice, I'm in Alta. I'm going to toggle over to CHCS. It's going to open up CHCS, and we have the JAMS toolbar built in to our CHCS reflection session. So let's log in. So you'll notice we have the JAMS toolbar up here, the Auto MedRec, and other features. So all we're going to do is click on Auto MedRec. It's going to pull up the file menu automatically, and you're going to type in your patient. So I'm just going to say my patient is test, farm, and I'm going to select patient 2. So as you notice, it cycled through some data. So what it did was look for all of the patient's meds that are listed in CHCS, including PDTS. Then you get this medication filter, and you're going to go through and select the status of the medications you're looking for. So primarily it'll be active, and you want to see the over-the-counter meds that are listed. So I'll check off PDTS, and I'll click OK. And then you're going to get this user interactive form. This is great. So it puts all the information in multiple columns, and it gives you the last fill date, the prescription number, and the status. So my patient didn't have any PDTS meds, but it had a few active meds. And with the columns that we have here, you can sort them, ascending and descending, right? So we can sort them in ascending to descending by name, or we can do it ascending, descending by date, or we could do it by the status. In this case, they're all active, so there's no need to sort them. So I'm going to put them in ascending, descending by the medication name. So from the top, you have medication names only, and this is for output only. So if I'm only concerned about the medication name column, then I would check this box because it would ignore the 3 other columns, the dose, route, and frequency. But for this purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to need all 4 columns. And this appears as I did complete the medication reconciliation, and my patient wasn't taking any meds, right? So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to pull up Essentris because I have to have my MedRec note open for this to work, the interaction. So it's going to simulate a transfer of medications. So I'm going to put my cursor in the first field because I can't tell Essentris or I can't tell CHCS where the first field is. So I got to put the cursor there and leave it there. And I'm going to go back here and I'm going to check each one that's active, or I can go down here and say select all or uncheck all. So if my patient says I'm taking all these meds, then I'm going to select them all. And these are modifiable fields. So you can go in here and make any updates you deem necessary. Same here. All these columns are updatable. And if you don't like PO, you can go in here and type in the words or the abbreviations that you deem necessary. So I made all my updates. And right here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click Essentris. And Essentris, it activates it. And it looks for this MedCom MedRec worksheet note, and then it starts to transfer the data. And you just leave the mouse and the keyboard alone, and it's going to transfer all the data over exactly how you have it in the CHCS, the JAMS toolbar, directly over to the Essentris note. And then when it's done, you notice the JAMS Auto MedRec tool kind of just closed, and it left the focus on the MedRec worksheet, so you can continue with your documentation. So notice that I made the change. I put in by mouth, and I removed PO. So it did it exactly as how we stated that it would. And that's how you complete the Auto MedRec utilizing the JAMS toolbar.